Have you guys ever had to swallow your pride? Do something that you didn't want to do? In today's video, I'm going to break down what swallowing your pride means and how frustrating it can be. And this is something that you're going to look forward. I wouldn't say look forward, but this is something that you're going to deal with on your road to trying to change your situation, on your road to trying to better yourself. I can't help but think about Cam Newton's story. People see the MVP, people see the Super Bowl run he had in the NFL. Little did you know, he started as a Florida Gator in college. He got kicked out, had to go back to Blinn. He wins the championship at Blinn. Then he transferred to Auburn. Then he wins the championship there. Right? You have to take a step back sometimes just to take 2 steps forward. This is one of the things of life that you're going to have to understand and be aware of, because it probably will happen at some point, at some level. So why is it so hard for people to swallow their pride? Why is it so hard? Why is it so frustrating for you to take a step back in order to go forward? I mean, in logical sense, it makes total sense why you should do that. But why do people not do it? Why is it hard for people to swallow their pride and move on and overcome the obstacle? It's because you guys had a higher expectation for yourself. Your expectation and your reality aren't lining up. You're embarrassed that you failed. You're embarrassed. You told people that you would be this certain person by a certain age, and it didn't happen like that. Now you have to go back to your friends. Now you have to go back to your family and tell them that you made a mistake, that you have to go back and do something that's beneath you. I've told you guys this before. In my own life, I've witnessed this before. I've changed high schools. Had a whole reputation of being a certain way at my first high school. Things went left. Now I have to go to a different high school and literally start all over. I'm a sophomore in high school and I have to start all over. Regain my reputation, regain some status. Work harder than I ever worked in sports to even get a starting position. Life has a way, life has a funny sense of humor. This is why I keep saying, as a man, you're in for a ton of suffering. So you thought you would be further in life. You thought you would have made it by 25. You thought you would have been a 6-figure earner by 35. You thought you would have had the wife and kids, and now you're divorced. Now you have to face that guilt. You have to look yourself in the mirror and face that guilt and say to yourself, it didn't happen. So now I have to go work that warehouse job that I thought I was over, that it was beneath me, just to get by now. Because I got laid off at my other job. And those jobs are filled. Those positions are filled. Now my social validation has dropped. People see me as a failure now. Because not only did I have high expectations. They had high expectations. And now, not only am I not meeting my own goals, but I'm not meeting the goals of the people around me. And that social pressure is building up. That social pressure is depressing. It's frustrating you. And you just can't seem to figure out where you went wrong. Some of you guys made a mistake. Some of you guys, what happened to you, it was completely out of your control. Now you have to swallow your pride. Now you have to take a step back just to go forward a little bit. You have to do something that you don't want to do in order to do something that you want to do later down the road. So, all in all, guys, and this is not going to be a long video, learn your lesson the first time. Whether it was another individual that got you into this position, whether it was yourself ignoring signs, whether it was an unforeseen problem that you weren't ready for. Learn your lesson and don't commit that same mistake again. Because once you hit that pride, once you have to swallow your pride, once you get to that point, that's a feeling you'll never forget. That's a feeling that you never want to feel ever again. It's so easy for these rappers to say it and you to understand it and for you to hear it. It's a whole entire different thing for you to actually go through it and deal with it in your own personal life. One of the most frustrating things you'll ever deal with, one of the most embarrassing things that you will ever deal with is coming to grips with the fact that your expectations aren't matching your reality. And you have to go back to the drawing board once again. You have to start over once again. You have to build yourself up once again. Control your destiny. Do not leave hope in the hands of other people, in the hands of your job. Your job just laid you off for no reason because the company was going bankrupt or because inflation was high and nobody was buying products, so they had to cut costs and cut, workers. You guys went on strike. Now you can't provide for your family. Now you're running out of your emergency fund. And ultimately, guys, once you get to this stage and you get over it, something inside you begins to change. You no longer care what people think. You see things clearer now. You see the people that were embarrassed that you weren't further in life. You see they walked away. You see the people, the women walk away. Now, you had to fight in the dark. You had to fight by yourself, and you overcame it. Now you have a different perception of life. Now you have a different aggression towards life that will never be broken again, because you never, ever want to feel this fucked up ever again in your life. That's my video. You guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video. I appreciate you guys watching to the end. I hope you guys have a good day, good week. Hope this message caught you in a good place. Hope this message motivated you. Keep your head up, keep it moving, do what you gotta do. You will overcome it. You only quit, you only stop, you only fail when you stop trying, when you give up.